My name's Michelle. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Before I begin, I just want to say I don't have any sort of fancy editing service of any kind, or I'm not a YouTube pro, as we'll say. So this is just me coming to you for now, vlog style. But I wanted to start this YouTube channel because a week as of tomorrow, I turned 29 years old. That was July 4th. And the theme for my life this year is change, because I've been trying to change my lifestyle for the past couple of years, and it's always just kind of slowly gone back to the way it was. And I guess I'll say almost a week ago, I was violently ill for almost an entire month, and I think a lot of that just had to do with the way that I was living. Always go, 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 never stopping, but I wasn't ever getting anywhere. So I decided that something needs to happen. I need to jumpstart myself into gear, because I'm tired of being like, I'm working on, this project or this project or this project, and they'd all just kind of fall down at once and nothing would ever be accomplished from anything I was doing. So I am talking to you guys today about block scheduling. When I was younger, I do want to say that I had a lot of training in acting and public speaking, those sorts of things. I'm not that great in front of the camera because it's been such a long time, and I'm not a very sociable person. I like my close-knit crowd that unfortunately I don't really get to see too often because life happens. So I'm going to do the best that I can with this. And today we're talking about block scheduling. I'm sure every school in the world tried this at one point in time. When I went to school, mine did. It didn't last very long, but we tried it. Mine came from an inspiration by Jordan Page, who is the founder of FunCheaperFree.com. And she made a block scheduling video that went completely viral. Broke the internet, in my opinion. So my life is really crazy, and my schedule just gets out of hand all the time. Too many plates constantly spinning, and they all end up falling at once. So I'm going to try to implement block scheduling into my life, because on Friday, so 2 days from now, I'll be going back to mornings, which I absolutely love. I am a morning person. Right now I've been working late into the night, and honestly it's like it was killing me, because I'm not a night person by any means. I never willingly have stayed up late, and the problem is that my life, the way that it was set up, wasn't working with the schedule that I was on. So I was getting up at the same time that I always have, so 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and then having to be up until 1, almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So I was getting maybe 2 hours of sleep and got really, really sick. And I think a lot of that just had to do with the way that I was living, and the fact that I wasn't getting a whole lot of sleep, not a lot of nourishment, living off of frozen food and snacks and that sort of thing. So I'm very happy to be going back to mornings. And the nice thing for me is it's going to be more of like the traditional schedule that you find. So it's not like insane early mornings, but it's like starting in the late afternoon, or I'm sorry, late morning, I guess I should say, for most people. And then working until 7 o'clock at night. I will totally take that over 11:30, because I'm in my dream job now, and I want to be able to advance and keep learning, keep growing, move, all of those things, and I can't do that with the way I was living, obviously, because I was getting sick, I was getting tired, I didn't want to get out of bed. I was severely depressed because I didn't see the sun anymore. So I'm very happy to be going back to a more traditional schedule. In my opinion, I'm a very conservative type person. I love routine. I love kind of having an idea of where things are going. And for the past couple of years, my life hasn't been like that. It's been like flying by the seat of my britches. And I don't like that at all, because you never know what's going to happen. But on the other hand, I'm also the type of person who has understood that life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. You know, John Lennon, it's one of my favorite quotes. And it's completely true, because when I was younger, I was always trying to plan things. Always. And obviously, life didn't go according to plan. Things happened, things changed, and here I am today, not really existing. So I think trying this block scheduling is really going to be helpful, because not only is it going to kind of regulate my life from day to day, but it's going to give me the routine that I've sorely been trying to create for years. So I'm going to kind of go over it with you as an example, because I know with Jordan, she gave obviously a very in-depth, detailed schedule of her life and of a fictional woman by the name of Joe, just to kind of give the idea that this can work for anyone. Now for me, unfortunately, I cannot break up my life into 3 hours. I wish I could. That would be wonderful, but that's not really something that exists in the world of hospitality, which is what I do for a living. But I can at least categorize myself into not doing so many things at once, not constantly multitasking. Like, I would very rarely, when I watch TV, I couldn't just watch TV. You know, I had to be watching TV, be eating breakfast, be playing a game, all at the same time, reading, social media. It was all happening at once. I couldn't just do one thing, you know, and so things got out of control. No days were alike, which no day is alike, and it shouldn't be, because otherwise you're gonna get bored. But I like this block scheduling, because for me it's kind of like a to-do list, which is something that I really live off of and have lived off of. Like, I have to have a to-do list, have to have an idea of what I'm doing, because otherwise my whole day is gone. Like, I'm one of those people get really excited about my days off because I can get things done that I wasn't able to do during the week, but then I'm physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted, and I'll just end up laying on the couch all day long on social media where nothing's happening, or watching TV, or just playing a game on my phone for hours and hours and hours, and the next thing I know, the day's gone. I have to go back to work, and I've done nothing that I wanted to do. Or I just end up cleaning all day every day, which I love cleaning, but that's not a life either. So, to make a long story short, I'm going to go over my list with you guys and kind of give you an idea of what I'm going to try to do. And I actually started doing it today, but it won't full-blown go into effect until Friday, because that's when I start my new schedule. So my block schedule starts in the morning. I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. every day, no matter what time I ended up falling asleep. And it's going to run from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., which is when I'm going to go into work. And during that time period, I'm going to wake up, make my bed, get dressed, have breakfast, clean up breakfast, go for a walk, leave for work, and arrive at work. And I know obviously other things can happen in between that time period, like today, because I'm not on this schedule yet. I'm still on the 3 p.m. schedule until 11:30 p.m. schedule. I woke up, I made the bed. I haven't gotten dressed yet because my uniform is a suit and not really practical for the summer. And I'm also one of those, like, I'll get dressed as soon as I get out of bed. And so then I'm wearing my work uniform all day long, and I can't go to the grocery store, and I can't go for a walk, and I can't go outside. So not really practical right now. So after I made the bed, I made breakfast, ate breakfast. I watched YouTube for Level 10 Life, which I'll make a video on later. And I read. And I cleaned up breakfast. I don't know if I said that. I'm going to play my game for an hour because my partner is sick. He caught what I had last month and at the beginning of this month. So he has it now, so I'm letting him sleep. We were going to get up at the same time, but he didn't sleep very well, obviously, which you don't when you're sick, as much as you'd like to and are supposed to. That's not something that's going to happen. So I do want to go for a walk in the mornings before I go to work, especially because at night you don't really have the time on a schedule like mine. And so I'm going to play my video game. I'm going to see how he feels after that hour is up, because I'm going to limit myself to an hour. And then I'm going to see if he wants to go for a walk. If he does, we're going to go for a walk, and then I'll get ready for work. And if not, then I'll get ready for work. So then moving on, and this is, again, going back to that Friday schedule. The next block is going to be work or outing block, so that way it can work for days that I'm off too, where mine's going to run from 10:30 a.m. until 7 p.m., and that's everything that you would do outside of the home, such as, you know, grocery shopping, store errands, exercise or walk, because my two main sources of exercise are walking and yoga. I don't try to get too physical with my body anymore because I did manual labor for many, many, many years, and now my body is starting to break down, and I've suffered many injuries because of it. I have a fractured rib that I never got looked at. I can't really do cardio or anything like that because I am anemic, so I get fatigued very easily. So yoga and walking are great for me because not only the exercise factor, but also really great for stress, which I was severely stressed for a very, very, very long time, and it completely ate away at me because I was trying to avoid that fact, like, oh, I'm not stressed, I'm just busy. Well, you were too busy. Honestly, that was the biggest issue, is I was too busy. So then there's appointments, there's going to work if I'm working that day, arriving to work, taking my break if I'm at work. If I'm at home, then it's lunch, and then lunch cleanup, and then that night, so starting at 7 p.m. and going to 10:30 p.m. because I'm going to try to stay up like a normal person and not go to bed at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. So it's going to be house pickup, eat dinner, clean up dinner, shower, pack lunch, get ready for the next day, read, which I already did that this morning, watch a show or play a game for an hour, which I'm going to do now before I go to work, catch up with my partner, see how he's feeling, try to spend some time with him, because a lot of the time it ends up being like we're coexisting, just because our schedules are so different. And so trying to work on that, because we have a fantastic relationship, friendship-wise, partner-wise, you know, soon-to-be marriage-wise, which I consider us married. We've been together 9 years, and we've lived together probably 8 years. So, yeah, I really don't care about laws. We're married, like, honestly, I'm just saying, we take care of everything together, everything a normal married couple would do. And then I'm gonna prepare my schedule for the next day, because I never was the type of person who would set up goals or anything like that. I would just let the day take over, and I'm trying not to do that anymore. We'll go for a walk, get ready for bed, and put my work items away, which obviously I would do that when I come home. And then I'm planning on sleeping from 10:30 p.m. until 6 a.m. So we'll see how that works. And the reason I'm talking with my hands so much, I'm trying not to make this video too boring. I only have my phone. So this is the only kind of camera I have. Hopefully someday, like I've always wanted to, I'll get a normal camera, tripod, all of that, and can actually do things with this channel. But for now, I guess it's just gonna kind of be a personal vlog for myself and anyone who's interested in trying to grow. So that's all I've got for this video now. I'm gonna plan on doing my level 10 life video for you guys. But first I'm gonna blow my nose, because if you can't tell, I sneezed before the video. Yes, I do have a sense of humor and didn't have time to blow my nose, so I'm gonna do that. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.